Oracle strategy. Four things. One, best of breed technology at every level of the stack. So as you can see the stack, whether it's storage, servers, our virtual machine, operating systems, database, middleware, or apps. Our objective is for each of those levels of the stack, each of those layers of the stack, to be the absolute best at the job they perform. And within that strategy, to be open, to fit into heterogeneous environments, and to help our customers build out their IT infrastructure. You might think of that as historically what Oracle has done. Sell into a federated environment and have a high level of enterprise fit in multi-vendor environments. Strategy 2, to take those very same best of breed parts of our stack and integrate them into engineered systems. And that manifests itself in XF data, XF logic, XF Linux. 3 key things we do with engineered systems that are differentiated for customers. 1, we do the work. In the first strategy, where people build by parts, who does the integration? They do. So the first thing we do with engineered systems is we integrate a server. We integrate it with storage. We integrate it with the database. We do that work as part of our R&D, as opposed to the customer's IT budget. Second, they perform better. We're going to talk a little bit about this in a second, but our X-2 or X2 Exadata was taking Oracle jobs, if you will, the Oracle database, and from the current baseline and what it was running, would allow them to run 100 times faster. And I said this morning that when I first started making those comments, people would say, I think you're mistaken. You mean 100%, like it's 2x faster. I said, no, I'm not confused. It's 100 times faster. If a report was taking 100 minutes, it now takes 1 minute. 100 times faster. So these things perform it. Now, the point I was trying to make also this morning was that when you say performance is 100 times faster, you also have the benefit to turn that into cost. If you wanted the same performance in concept, you'd need 1/100th of the infrastructure to perform that job at the same level of performance. So the customer can dial in cost versus performance. Third, it's easier to support. You get a higher level of support. We talked about now with our platinum services, which really revolve around our Oracle end-to-end implementations. We can give instantaneous support. We talk about 5-minute service level responses. Most of our customers, it's hard to give your name and address in 5 minutes, let alone get a response to a technical issue that arrives. So engineered systems, 3 huge advantages. Simpler, work done by us, not the customer. Second, performs better, if you will, a cost performance is materially better. Third, support level better. And you're going to see more and more of these manifestations of these vertically integrated systems as we go forward. Strategy 3, deliver on the next generation of cloud applications. These applications are very different. They're not, if you will, taking the old generation of applications. They're not rip and replace. When you rip out the old ones, put in the new ones. These applications are built modularly. You can keep your PeopleSoft implementation, for example, and buy a performance management application, and they can work together. So you can buy modularly. You can buy them from the Oracle Cloud. You can actually have them in a private cloud, or you can have them on-premise. Modular, choice of delivery architecture. Even more interesting, you can mix and match the delivery architectures. I can have some in a private cloud, I can get some out of the Oracle Cloud, I can have some on-premise. Better yet, you can change your mind. In addition, these are very modern applications. These were developed in the middle part of the 2000s, 2005, 2006 is when the initiation of development was done on these applications. They've been developed on modern infrastructure. So many of what you would think of as SaaS applications, software as a service applications, many of their origins are in the 90s, late 90s. Modern infrastructure, modular, choice of delivery architectures, all built on Fusion middleware. Fourth for us strategically is to deliver this through industry. So that what we do is deliver this. And by the way, on the first three, I want to make a point to you. Think of those first three building on each other. Best of breed parts, feeding into these engineered systems. You know, it'd be one thing if we built engineered systems out of very poor building blocks. But our core building blocks, the database, the middleware, the OS, in their own way, are leaders in and of their own right in the marketplace. And they feed those engineered systems. Those engineered systems are at the fundamental base of our cloud. Best of breed, engineered systems, cloud. Then we deliver much of this through an industry focus, an industry lens, trying to solve our customers' banking problem, our healthcare customers' clinical trials issues, retail merchandising problem, so that we're working on our customers' higher order issues in the context of everything we're trying to do. That's our strategy. We're spending, well, we will spend roughly $5 billion a year, $5 billion this year in R&D. Last year we spent about 4.5. Year before about 4.2. So not quite 14, but roughly 14 billion in R&D the last 2 years, and this one moving forward. Now, to be clear, more R&D spend doesn't necessarily mean more innovation. But when you look at the yield of products that have been coming out of our R&D organization, you see incredible yield. Then think of us, right now we closed our quarter that just ended, that we reported 10 days ago. And we ended with almost 32 billion of cash. Last year we spent roughly 6 billion in R&D. I'm sorry, we spent roughly 6 billion in M&A. And you should think of that M&A when we bought a company like Right Now, which deals with service automation, or Taleo that was a leader in recruiting. We bought a leader in their specific market area, and that is actually a supplement to that R&D. That's our strategy. That's sort of the support behind our strategy. 120,000 people, 34,000 engineers, $5 billion R&D spend, all aimed at executing this strategic agenda.